You know what time it is. Time to hang out with Mr. Coop. With Mr. Cooper. With Mr. Cooper. With Mr. Cooper. Get the latest scoop. From Mr. Cooper. From Mr. Cooper. From Mr. Cooper. Hang with Mr. Coop. With Mr. Cooper. With Mr. Cooper. With Mr. Cooper. Get the latest scoop. From Mr. Cooper. From Mr. Cooper. Yeah.
Welcome to the Bit Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop. Season 7 still going strong, people. If you haven't already, make sure you do go to the website, thebitscoopwithcoop.com, where you can catch all episodes from Season 1 all the way to Season 7. Big shout outs to everybody that's watching on Facebook right now, facebook.com/thebitscoopwithcoop. Big shout outs to everybody on Instagram at MCOOP317. You can also find me on Twitter at Scoop with Coop. Also on YouTube at the Bit Scoop with Coop. But enough about me, people. Today's guest, oh my goodness, she's doing so much, and we will see what else she got going on. Her resume is growing and growing, people. You have seen her on Instagram, and you will hear about the Yoni egg. You will hear about Yoni yoga. What is that, you ask? Like I told you before, you're about to find out today. You have also seen her on Black China's reality show, The Real Black China. She's also wrote a book, people. It's called Healing Your Yoni with Treasure Gems. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only Treasure Thompson. Welcome to the show.
Well, hello, and thank you for having me. I'm so happy to join you tonight.
Hey, not a problem. How's your day going so far?
My day is going good. It's a day off for the kids, so I just been pretty much home.
Well, yeah, right now what I'm doing, I'm in North Carolina, so we're just waiting to see if this hurricane is going to actually come and hit us. I know it's hitting the Bahamas right now, and it's trying to hit up through Florida, so we will see what's going to happen. We might feel it this week, but, say a prayer for us. Hopefully North Carolina will survive through this.
Most definitely I will.
Yes. Now, Treasure, I was telling everybody that was watching right now, you've been doing a lot of things. I've seen your Instagram. You got this yoga thing on lock, girl. You're doing a lot of things with this Yoni yoga, and I think a lot of people want to know more about this. It looks very interesting. So let me ask you this, Treasure, starting off, when did you first realize or first learn about the Yoni egg, and what is the Yoni egg?
Okay, well, I can start talking and I will never stop when it comes to Yoni eggs. But I guess I would say a couple of years back, maybe in about 2014, I started just really looking at different healing things that I could do that didn't make me feel like I was a hypocrite, basically, because at this time in my past life, I was a dancer. So I felt like I didn't want to be that girl who was in the strip club all night and then going to church on Sunday. So right. I know that you don't have to go to church to have an alignment or have a connection within yourself or with God. So I just was thinking back to when I was growing up, my mom, how she was raising us and different things. So I just really started just researching the crystals themselves. And actually, when I started researching them, I started learning about actual Yoni eggs and how they can take your energy and they can channel it into better things, how it can remove addictions from your life, not just from drugs or alcohol, like actually like my nightlife addiction. It actually helped me get rid of it. So they was really helping me. And I just became like an advocate for them. I was telling all my friends like, these Yoni eggs, oh my God, these Yoni eggs. And it was just kind of something that I kind of fell into. I didn't go looking for it. It just fell to me and it became a love and just an alignment, basically.
Wow. So was it hard when you first learned about the Yoni egg? Was it hard to actually use it for your own good when you first started using it?
When you first start using them, you actually have to have a purpose for them. So just actually getting you a pair of Yoni eggs or getting you a mixed set or however it is that you want to align yourself, it's not going to be the same if you're not serious. So it's just like, how they say, if you believe it, then it's real. So if you don't believe in the Yoni eggs and that the connection that they really balancing and all that stuff, then you're not going to consistently practice. You're not going to see your results. Just like if you don't go to the gym normally and you just stop going and then you want to go back, you're not going to see no changes.
Makes sense. Now, would this benefit for all types of women?
Yes, all women can benefit from using yoni eggs from early, not really adolescence, but you can always, it doesn't matter what age you are, because if you don't put them inside of you, you can still put it inside of your bra to get the same alignment and energy connection. So, which is what I tell actually a lot of people, if you get a full set, you can insert the large one and you can put the small one inside of your bra, and it'll align your heart with your, it's just, you got to go to my website and get all of that detailed information. I know we don't have but so much time on this interview, so I don't want to talk you too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to the website, check out Treasure's website, see what these yoni eggs can do for you. Make sure you go, not right now because you're watching the interview. After the interview, go check out the website. Treasure, give them the website.
The website is www.treasuregems.com. So you just go in there. I have a variety of different yoni eggs that all women need to know about. The nephrite is our heaviest and also our most popular. It was the first stone ever used internally by a woman. And actually, originally, yoni eggs were only used for the goddesses, the concubines of the kings. So you actually you had to have a platinum pussy to even get one of those. So it's like now that they're available for everybody, you don't have to go and spend a lot of money on getting surgery or anything like that. You can naturally rejuvenate your own vagina.
Wow, nice. Okay, ladies, you know what to do. Well, yeah. I mean, why not? Help yourself. Go to the website. Treasure can't tell you enough. I can't tell you enough. Go to the website. Now, we heard about the yoni eggs. Now, like I said, I saw on Instagram. I seen the poses. What is this yoni yoga, Treasure? Tell everybody.
Okay, well, with the yoni yoga, it's basic yoga poses. A few of them are basic yoga poses because all the yoga poses, when you have a yoni egg actually sitting inside of your vagina, you can't do but all of the poses. So you want to get your yoni egg, you put your yoni egg inside of your vagina, and as you're doing your yoga poses, you're squeezing and you're releasing, you're squeezing and you're releasing. I usually do these classes in nice serene areas on the beach, or if it's bad weather, we have a nice studio, a yoga studio. That's another place that we could do it. Or even if someone wants to have a pamper party and we're doing steams, because I do yoni steams as well. So if we're doing steams, we could sit and we'll alternate and do some yoni yoga poses just so people can learn how to do good breath work and actually strengthen your core while also strengthening your vagina.
Wow. Now, so here's what I want to know about this. So if a woman puts this in their vagina and they're doing the poses, what's stopping that egg from going all the way up in you, or how can you get it back out?
Everybody, well, all my yoni eggs that I personally provide, they come drilled and they have a nice nylon tie that are attached to them, so it would be easy to remove it, similar to just like removing a tampon. So the yoni eggs do come undrilled, but I don't provide any that are undrilled. But proficient users can use them undrilled, and you just basically you bear down and you push it to get it out. But what people really need to know is that your yoni eggs can't get stuck inside of you. It cannot go past your cervix. Like it might get a little further back than you can actually reach it, because all women have different vaginal shafts. So they're all different sizes. So just because if it goes back a little further, or it could be introverted uterus, like, and it just falls back, you might have to fish it out or get it out, because it maybe have tucked back a little bit, but it's no way that it can actually go into your body or anywhere in there. You just got to push it out a little bit.
Gotcha. Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, go to the website. Treasure didn't say this. It's just my words right here. It comes with the rescue string. So if you get stuck up there, start doing this.
A rescue string. I like that. That's funny. I like that. I'm gonna say that. I'm glad that I have that to add to my memes now.
It's not copyrighted, so go on and use it. It's not copyrighted. Yes. Now, as far as it goes, I did see that you do have a book out.
Yeah.
and is actually dealing with this right here. And it's called Healing Your Yoni with Treasure Gems. Now, when did you write this book, and where can people find the book at?
Well, it's a link on my website where you can purchase the book. I sell the book on my website, and it's also a link on Amazon. That's where I published the book, self-published it myself. And I published this in March of this year. So it's a beginner's guide to healing yourself with yoni eggs and yoni yoga, which is what I specialize in. And I just want to share every detail of it, of how it changes your energy, how it aligns you, how it just makes you overall a better person. And I just feel as though with everything that women go through, we need something that's for us, that doesn't involve a man, that just involves a sisterhood, that we can sit and have a safe circle where we can sit and actually talk about the feminine issues that we have, because a lot of these women use yoni eggs to prevent a host of different issues, like from having chronic BV, which is a strong reason why people, they use them and they're not enjoying sex, or they are not getting as wet as they used to, or they just feel like they just not feeling it at all, and they really need to strengthen it, and it's not their fault. Especially, you got to think, I mean, okay, this is like if you got a rubber band and you just had this same rubber band on your wrist and you just pulling, it's going to eventually lose its elasticity. So you gotta strengthen it, and then as you strengthen it, it's empowering for women. It feels good, and I mean, I just feel as though all women should know about it.
Nice. Now, how much does the book cost?
My book right now is $17.99 on Amazon, and it's a slight discount on my website because I do get a discount for being the author. So it's $15.99 on my website.
Nice. Once again, people, go to the website, get the book, get the eggs. And I'm going to quote Treasure on this one because she said it on the video. No woman want those loosey-gooseys.
Yes, that's true. And it's best to get the book actually from my website because I personally sign all of the books that people purchase from me. So if you purchase them from my website, you get my personal message to you and you get a signature. So that's also a plus. But y'all know I'm a mom. Y'all hear my daughter. She's on her iPad. She's like...
You're good.
Yeah.
She put her 2 cents into the interview.
Yeah.
That's all she's doing.
She's yelling at the iPad, actually.
Nice. Now, Treasure, people are watching this all around the world right now, from the East Coast to the West Coast, all over. Now, are you actually doing these yoga classes only in Cali? Or if somebody reaches you on the East Coast, what do they need to do? Do they need to come to Cali to join the class, or do you travel with it?
Well, as of right now, if I was to get enough feedback from people where I would feel as though there's a real need and a benefit for myself as well to do a class in another state, then of course I would have no problem with traveling and setting it up and getting it done. But a whole lot of the times, you just don't get the same support that you get when you're at home. And I actually get a lot of support here in LA, especially with my events. And when I basically call on a few people, or if I set out a sign-up sheet, I'm definitely going to get something in return. I haven't really tried anywhere else yet, but a few people actually have been hitting me up. So I'm actually considering doing a online course, which I'm actually in the mix of actually doing right now.
Nice. Ladies that's watching right now, look, we will put Treasure to use right now. Tell her, go to her website, tell her that Coop sent you. I want everybody from the East Coast, up north, west, down south. Make her get in the car. Make her get in the plane. Make her butt travel.
How come?
Make her come to you and do it. Yes, do it. Now, we've heard about, like I said, the Treasure Gems, the book, Amazon, your website, go get it. We heard about the eggs, how it actually helped out. You're doing a lot of things, Treasure. You've done things outside of this also. We've seen you on television. And, we've seen you on The Real Black China. Now, far as it goes for that, how did you first meet Black China?
Well, I met Black China when we were both still in Maryland, and we met at our strip club that we were both working at in Maryland. So that's how I had initially worked at a club that was right off the Beltway, and she lived in the area. She worked at the same club, and we just kept crossing each other's paths. That's just pretty much how it worked out. And she just walked up to me one day, and we just started talking and exchanged numbers, and it just became a inseparable situation at that time.
Nice. Big shout out to Black China if you're watching right now. Like I said, Treasure's doing big things. She started on the East Coast. Now she's on the West Coast. We don't know where she will be at the next year. I mean, this woman is just stay moving. I mean, I don't know where Treasure will be at next year. Jesus. Yes. Now, like I said, people have seen you on The Real Black China. They've seen you on a reality show. How was the environment when the cameras was not rolling on the show?
Well, generally when the cameras were not rolling, I would probably be at home, or if me and my kids were still there or something, it's just pretty much just family time. Everybody would just be playing, we'll be cooking, eating, just really regular. It's just really regular.
Okay. Nice. Now, like I said, people have seen the show, people have seen what was said and everything. We don't have to go into that. Everybody knows what was said. What is your friendship status right now as far as it goes with Black China? Are you all back good, not talking or trying to work things out? Where you at right
now? I think right now, we just both just need some time. So I'm just going to leave it at time. It's not like we have never had issues before. I mean, this is 13 years of friendship. So, of course, and we're both women. So we've definitely had our differences in the past. But it's just this time it's a little bit different because everybody has their own opinion about it right now. So it's just I think it's more of a time thing. I know how I am personally, and I don't hold grudges. I let go and I let God.
Hey, good answer. Definitely good answer. Now, for all your fans and supporters that are watching right now, are there any other projects that you're working on that you would like to actually kind of spill the beans on that may be coming out in the future?
I actually have two projects that I am waiting to hear back from that I don't want to jinx it. And because, I do believe in the power of prayer and energy. And I do believe that negative prayer and energy works way stronger than positive because someone can seriously pray for your downfall. I'm going to wait until I get some certainty before I actually really start congratulating myself because I have in the past actually shaken things up like that. But one thing I do have for certain in the mix is my next event, which is my fourth women's empowerment event that's going to be here in LA. It's called the Be Beautiful Brunch, and I'm going to have an empowering panel. It's all women vendors that's going to be there, from everything from beauty, makeup. We got a CBD vendor. We have a hair vendor. We have pretty much everything. So it's going to be a pretty good event. I'm really excited about it. That kicks off my birthday week, which is my birthday is October 17th, but the event is actually going to kick off October 13th. So I'm really excited about that. So and it's just really going to be a really good event. My link tree is on my website. It's also on my profile on my Instagram. So you can get the links to all of the things that I'm doing on there, as far as any interviews that I'm doing and any projects that I have coming up to get tickets to it. If you're in LA, most definitely grab you a ticket. And this is going to be definitely one for the books.
Nice. Now, has it sold out, or can people still buy tickets to attend the event?
Yes, the event actually just went live 2 weeks ago, so I'm still acquiring vendors, but we have all of our sponsorship and everything. We have our videographers. Everything is pretty much lined up. We have our venue. So right now we're just waiting till the date. That's pretty much it. So we actually have a decent amount of tickets already sold for it to just have dropped. So those are the early bird tickets. But once the early bird sales go out, then we go to regular admission.
Wow. Ladies, go get the tickets. Go. If you want to meet Treasure live, this is your chance in LA. Go get the tickets. Tell them one more time, Treasure, how to get those tickets.
You can get the tickets actually by searching the Be Beautiful Brunch on Eventbrite. If you're on Instagram and you follow me on Instagram at Ms. Treasure Gems, my link tree is in my bio, and you can get all of my events, all of my website links, everything that I'm doing is linked in right there.
Hey, there you go. Go get the tickets, people. Go get it. Now, for the people that's been your fans long term and supporters and people that's just getting introduced to you for the first time right now, what is the best way for everybody to follow you on social media?
All of my social media handles are at Treasure Gems. My personal page is Ms. Treasure Gems. That's MZTreasureGemz. So that's Gems with a Z. But every other social platform from YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook is all at Treasure Gems. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. That's where I'm going to be having all my new Yoni Yoga content that I'm putting up. So, and all of those links are also on my website, in the footer on my website as well.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, please go follow her on all social media platforms. Click the subscribe button on YouTube. You know you don't want to miss this. It only takes 2 seconds to move your mouse, or if you're using a MacBook, use the pad, go like this, click. That's all you got to do. Support Treasure. She's doing big things. You want to follow her on everything she's doing right now. Like I said, the sky's the limit for Treasure. You don't know what she's doing next. Now, Treasure, there's a lot of people, like I said, you're helping a lot of people. You're helping a lot of women with the Yoni ass, the Yoni Yoga. You got the book. You got the book. You have all of this going on right now. Now, what advice would you give any male or female that's actually trying to become better mentally and physically right now?
I would tell anybody who is watching, anybody who is not watching, tell a friend to tell a friend that if you are really trying to better yourself and you're trying to physically become healthy and mentally become healthy, the best thing for you to do is to just really live in your authenticity. You can't sit and compare yourself. Comparing is right now in this generation is what's really killing us. And what people also need to realize is that everybody can't be a CEO. So because you're not a CEO doesn't make you any less or better than the next person. Everybody needs a team. Sometimes it's best to be a part of the team and actually help something become what you know the potential can be. Right now, we live in so much competition, and people don't even know that you're competing. Even with social media, it's just so much competition, and the competition comes from numbers. If we couldn't see the numbers, then there would be no competition. So just really believing in yourself, take your time with things, and just living your authenticity. Just whatever it is that you're going through, or what you're just understand it and have gratitude.
Wow, big shout outs to you. Big shout outs to you again, Treasure. You're, like I said, you're doing big things. That mind of yours, girl, you stay positive, and I love that. Please continue to do that through your mindset. I'm telling you, Treasure, the sky's the limit for you. But I want you to break that limit of the sky. I want you to keep going up, seriously. Now, Treasure, I know you don't have much time. You're so welcome. I know you don't have much time. Now, this is the last segment of the show. It's called Take the Floor. Basically, you have up to 2 minutes to say whatever you want to say. No questions asked. Treasure, take the floor.
Okay, well, I guess to take the floor, what I can sit and say is, I want to say to everybody who is watching to stay empowered within yourself, whether if you're male or female. You have to believe in your truth. You have to do whatever feels good to you. If somebody is not vibrating on your frequency, you have to vibrate away from them. And sometimes it's one of the hardest things that you're going to be able to do because connections are a part of you. So if you cut off your finger, it's going to bleed. But the thing that you need to know for certain is that your finger is going to heal. You are not going to die from your finger being cut off. And sometimes you may need to see it bleeding to know exactly what's really good for you. And a whole lot of people right now, you just really don't know exactly what's going to happen because of how things are set up, but just take your time and just really just be patient. I think that's the best advice that I can give to anybody. Just patience is really a virtue, something that I learned as a child. And I'm just really happy that I can share my gifts with the world. And also, actually, another event that I'm doing in LA is going to be the Women, Weed, and Wellness Workshop, which is going to be a women's wellness retreat, September 20th through the 22nd in Coachella Valley. It's going to be a whole bunch of beautiful women, and we're going to be doing some beautiful things. And everybody follow me on all my social media handles.
Nice. Treasure, it was an honor to have you on the show. I would love to have you back on in the future.
I would love to be back on.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of the Big Scoop with Coop. Trust me, you'll be hearing who's the next guest coming on soon. Take advice from Treasure. Go to the website. Go follow on social media. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Make her get in the car on a plane to travel from the West Coast to the East Coast. Make sure she bring that child with her with that iPad is up top of the tablet so you can hear that also. Make sure you follow her everywhere. Yes. Treasure's been an honor once again. Thank you for being on the show. And until next time, everybody, have a great